What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., the Blue Guy, Chuck Bitch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is the real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Hey everybody. I just when you get that out, you know.
I do that all the time.
I know. You know what you haven't done in a long time? I don't think you've done like like in the last
I haven't
year.
done Arnold in a long time,
Yeah.
and I don't. You just sometimes you just gotta let things rest, man.
Yeah, I was listening to some of our old episodes where we used to drink.
I got a
before
big
we record the
asshole
show.
in my shoe.
You have an asshole in your shoe?
A big ass hole in my
Oh,
shoe.
it's like what kind of shoe?
I got an asshole in my.
What are those? What are
Not
those?
asshole, it's asshole.
It's the same people who make Camelback, so that way you can just shit and it comes out your shoe.
Oh god. I did because like I was as you said that I was trying to like in my head how that would work. Would it be
Camelback technology.
something
You
inserts?
you just shove a big ass tube up your
Big ass
Yeah, like, would that work? Or I feel like it would seep out around the tube. You know what I mean?
No,
It would have to be
you
something-
gotta go. You gotta go
special
up
shape.
there. You gotta.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta go up really up there.
It's like a butthole catheter.
Yeah,
It's specially shaped.
yeah.
It's almost
wide.
like
It's very
yeah.
wide.
It's almost like a penis, but going in the opposite way. Like the head is on in the back, so it like plugs up the ass.
So it forms a perfect seal.
Yeah.
I think PlayStation would be down.
I don't know, bro. What about you? Are you connected to the internet?
No, I can't connect to it either.
Are you trying to?
No, I'm good. We don't need it.
Well, Peter can't connect.
So it's been about 2 weeks since we've done a show. So we were in,
It's been about a month.
yeah.
The holidays,
We were
motherfucker.
hoping to get back to, and hopefully at the beginning of the year we'll be back to our weekly schedule.
That's our Christmas revolution.
Yes.
Resolution.
Yeah, our New Year's resolution is to get back to doing the show weekly. It's been a crazy couple months. So speaking of crazy shit that's been going on, 2016 has been a fucked up year for celebrities. People
Just
dying.
the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A fucked up.
So
It's going pretty good, and
A fucked
Carrie
up week for
Fisher had a heart
celebrities.
attack.
yeah,
Like
Carrie
they're not
Fisher-
like just other people.
like when
They're-
Michael Jackson died, and
Like they're not
Farrah
just
Fawcett
people?
And
Like they're just people.
Oh yeah, I saw on Reddit.
what about the other billion people who died?
Yeah.
Huh?
But those people.
What about the people in Aleppo?
Did those people affect your childhood?
What about
No.
Aleppo?
Sure, they did.
How?
Some shape or form.
Yeah, of course.
A
they
butterfly
Yeah.
flapped its wings and
Yeah.
created a tsunami and affected your childhood.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that person saved that butterfly that I saw when I was 2 years old.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking Donald Trump.
That's why that butterfly was alive that
Donald
day.
Uh,
Gave me hope.
That's why Donald Trump's
because of
one butterfly flapping its wings.
fucking butterflies.
See? We wish some of those people died earlier.
Yeah,
So
they would
that
know it.
butterfly wanted to flap its wings.
Oh god. I keep looking at that big ass hole in your shoe now.
Okay.
There's a big asshole in his shoe.
What are those?
Bear-stained bears.
It's Bernstein.
See, so people
No,
thought...
it's Berenstain. It's
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
See, I always thought it was Berenstain, but then when I was hearing on like podcasts, they always said that they thought it was Berenstain, but it's Bearstein.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was Berenstain. Like bear
No, I thought it
and
was-
Stein.
That's what it is.
No, but I thought it was like the
he
word.
said like Frankie and Sons. Like
Yeah.
he thinks it's Berenstein.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bear
I thought it was spelled BEAR
Apostrophe
and
N.
no. I thought it was BEAR and STEIN. That's what I thought it was. But it's actually BERE.
Well, the way
Same
you
shit,
spell
it's
it would
just
be
wrong
Berenstein.
spelling.
Yeah, Bernstein. That's what I thought it was.
But it's
bear because they're bears. It's Bear Stein. You know what I mean?
But you got the same pronunciation, just the wrong spelling.
Yeah.
So that's not. But people thought it was like Bearstain.
Yeah, Bearstain. Well, because like when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's the Bearstain Bears. You know what I mean? Like, You don't pronounce shit properly. You know? It's just what kids do.
But maybe it did, dude. Maybe that is because people were thinking that's the
Well, so, okay, this is why
that's the proof of time travel. It's because it got changed somehow.
Well, no, because okay, this is the thing.
And now it went back.
There's this thing called the Mandela effect.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was trying to explain to the students downstairs. There's a majority of people in this world that in their memory they remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison, which he didn't. You know what I mean? But like there's a large group, and there's a lot of things like that in the world. Like okay, I just got into a conversation with about this on Reddit. Was the DeLorean from Back to the Future? A bunch of people remember it as white. What color is the DeLorean from Back to the Future? Just off the top of your head.
Silver.
It's silver, right?
Yeah.
But there's a majority of people out there. That
A majority of people?
Not a majority, but I'd say a large number of people out there that believe that it's white. They remember it as
like
white.
what? At least a fourth of.
I'd say maybe more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Maybe
So
a third.
a significant.
A significant percentage,
people.
yeah. And so that's
25% is a lot.
Yeah, and that's what the
But maybe those people they weren't big fans of the movie. They're just like seeing it when they were super young and they're not.
Yeah, but see that, but that's not what the thing is. It's not about how much you know about it. It's just this is my memory of it, and this is the way I remember something. And now the rest of the world remembers it this way. I remember it this way. And there's a group of people that will remember it the same way as you.
But that doesn't like.
It's a vague explanation of what the Mandela effect is.
Yeah, but like those people could be like, you could just be like, no, that didn't happen. And then they're like, oh yeah, we gotta get some cookies. Damn it!
All right, we'll pause this for a second. Go get some cookies. We're going for a cookie break, and we're back. And we have delicious barbecue cookies.
Barbecue cookies.
Barbecue cookies.
You're right, they are barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. They were made on a barbecue grill. They're delicious. So rich.
Yeah,
so
rich.
gooey.
Orgasmic.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I can't breathe now.
Oh. You gotta make that noise. It
It
could be content. It could be disgust.
It like clogs your sinuses as you eat it.
I
can't breathe.
What was the rapper that used to do that? Oh.
Mr. Capone.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Out here.
You can't tell if it's content. You can't tell if it's disgust.
Yeah.
Because you can say like, "Oh, these are so good." Oh. Or you can be like, "Oh, that's fucking nasty." Oh. It all depends on what came before it. Oh.
Yeah, that guy was terrible. Terrible rap.
So, Carrie Fisher, heart attack.
So
she went into cardiac arrest on a plane 5 minutes before landing.
Breaking news. You should have played the breaking news.
We don't have
breaking news. Carrie Fisher almost died.
You know, I should. You know what? That's another gonna be one of the what's that resolutions? Is we're gonna start having production elements. Like breaking news and fucking. What was the one that you were doing earlier for reviews? You did the. And then you did the what you were doing.
World premiere.
Yeah, we'll do like that for reviews. Spoiler alert. That's what you did. You did the spoiler alert.
Oh, earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
So yeah, she was in critical condition. Today, her brother spoke to TMZ or ET. I can't remember right now. But said that she's now in stable condition, which is good news.
2 days ago, she was in stable condition.
No, she was in critical condition. Today's when they announced that she was unstable.
She's stably in critical condition.
You gonna eat that cookie, bro?
It's all yours, bro. It's all yours. So, well, prayers go out to Carrie Fisher. We don't want her. We want her in episode 8. Goddammit.
We're already done filming.
Oh, we want her in 9. I know she dies in 8. Then cookies good with beer. With Modelo.
Yeah, it's like weird.
It's like a weird good combination. Like what?
Like it doesn't make sense that it doesn't taste bad to get. Like you should be like
pregnant woman.
You should be disgusted.
Yeah. Who? Oh, what's his name? George Michael died.
Yeah, out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
He was only like 53.
53 years old. You know, I'm gonna.
Celebrities, they ain't doing too well.
I'm gonna take
Score one for the good guys. Woo! Just kidding.
I'm gonna take off the the intro music this week, and I'm gonna put in a silent whisper or careless whisper.
Oh, that's George Michael. Huh?
That's George Michael, yeah. Or Wake Me Up Before You Go. Wake me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, he was in Wham. Remember?
Is that George Michael or is that
George Michael?
Are you sure?
Are you confusing him with Boy George?
No.
Boy George is Culture Club. Clash. No, Clash is Mexicans.
No, Phil Collins. Isn't Phil Collins?
That was Genesis. No. Yeah, Genesis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. George Michael.
But he was in a lot of bands, though. He was like in fucking 3 bands.
Oh, George Michael?
4 bands. Oh, Phil Collins.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
What? Oh. How do you have my phone?
I stole it from your pocket when you were looking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so but Carrie Fisher is in stable condition. George Michael, not so much. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to say it like that.
It's a real insensitive way to put it.
I did not mean to say it that way.
Positive.
That was a fucked up.
Sorry.
Hello. I think that's all we can play without them saying taking off for copyright infringement. But that was our little dedication to, or our little shout out to George Michael. An apology for my insensitive comments earlier.
He's not too much.
He's not doing so good.
Does he sing Lady in Red too?
No, that's I don't know who that is.
Lady in Red.
I don't know who that is off the top of my head.
Lady in Red.
So we all went and we saw Star Wars separately and together, Rogue One.
Star Wars.
And I think we all have, I think me and Chubb have similar reviews. By the way, before we even begin getting on Star Wars,
That it was the best Star Wars?
spoiler fucking alerts. We are going to be spoiling everything. If you have not seen Rogue One yet, first off, what is wrong with you? Second off,
First off,
spoilers, so stop listening.
I don't have any money. I don't have internet. Then how do you listen to this show if you don't have internet?
Yeah,
I'm homeless.
priorities, goddammit. Anyway, so I thought it was fucking amazing. I put it up there with Empire. Like, I really do. I think it was fucking just.
It was the best one, bro.
Yeah, it was super well written. One of the things they kept calling
Yeah, it had
it.
the best storyline.
They keep saying it's not a saga film. They kept saying that, like in the.
How is it not a saga film if it ties directly into the saga?
Exactly. It fits so fucking.
It's not a
perfectly.
saga film. Anything Star Wars is going to be a saga film.
It literally has like the beginning of New Hope.
Unless you're doing
Practically the exact same thing in New Hope.
No, you could pretty much cut off the end credits of Rogue One and the opening crawl of New Hope and mash it together and it's one movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it literally ends with the blockade runner.
You might need like a scene in there.
Not really, because of
you might need to see like them getting the ship again to where they gotta get back.
Because
on.
some stuff is a little
the ship gets
parallel,
away.
isn't it?
The ship gets away at the end.
Yeah, but see, it escapes the battle, but it's still being chased by a Star Destroyer, and that's where remember New Hope starts with the blockade runner and then the Star Destroyer.
Uh-huh.
So like literally, because the movie ends with Leia on the blockade runner escaping the and then getting captured later on.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So they can literally just show that.
Yeah. The only way it wouldn't be a saga if you're making a Star Wars if it's like a completely different storyline.
Yeah, like an alternate universe.
If there's no any characters from.
Well, see, I can see like where they're saying it's not part of the.
Or maybe if you just do like how they do the Han Solo story.
Yeah, that's that. I was about to say that.
Considered a saga, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that's like a parallel storyline. But anything having to do with the
main
war
story.
going on, like that's the main story.
The Death Star. This is just what happened before. I thought it was fucking like the beginning was a little to me like just a little slow, just because they were jumping from planet to planet so quickly.
Right.
That like you couldn't really what the fuck's going on? Where am I? What's
So where do you think they plan on going with the story?
With the Rogue One?
I don't think they're going anywhere with the story.
Rogue One, they're not going anywhere with it. Rogue One's done.
No, I mean the next one.
Oh, the next one, shit, I don't know.
I think Rey's
gonna be, she's gonna be.
I think she's gonna turn to the dark side with Kylo Ren.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Kylo Ren and Rey are gonna have a big battle against Luke.
Really? I don't know. I think Kylo Ren's gonna.
I think something.
They're gonna have a baby. And the baby's gonna be the ultimate badass.
There could be.
I think Rey's gonna have some sort of realization.
Hold on. And we're back. We had to move to a quieter area because
a more secluded location.
Shit got loud out there. So where were we? Rogue One. Giro, real quick. Your rating out of 5.
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
Out of 5? No, let's go 10.
Okay, out of 10.
Give it a 8.5.
8.5?
That's what I was thinking.
Really?
8.7. 8.5. Same shit. 8.7, 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm not completely a 9, but close to a 9.
See, I'd give it a 9.
A little bit of continuity issues I had with it. Like when they're destroying the walkers. How easy it was.
Oh yeah, that bugged me too.
We're like in the original movie.
Yeah,
Like super hard.
On Hoth, it was just like they were just like indestructible until they.
At the point, like in
you would need
they had no idea how to even fight the walkers. They just had to improvise.
Yeah, you would need a fucking bunch of fighters just to fight.
Well, you figure maybe all those guys died, so they couldn't pass on the knowledge on how to destroy the walkers. But yeah, that bugged me a bit. I loved all the fucking cameos. Mm-hmm. Like there was so many good cameos in it that they weren't. There was only the only one that I felt that was forced was R2D2 and C3PO.
What cameos though?
The fucking remember?
Leia?
No, well, yeah, that was fucking.
That was necessary.
Yeah, we'll get to that one though. We'll get to that one. Fucking Grand Moff Tarkin, the fucking old man in the green uniform, the one that he orders Vader around the whole time in fucking New Hope.
Which one?
The main guy. I'll show you a picture of him. The guy, Peter Cushing. He's dead. He's long dead now. Mm-hmm. But they did a CGI version of him, and he fucking was amazing in it.
Which guy?
Well, for like one scene.
No, he wasn't. He was in a bunch. Like he was.
I'm like half of one.
Who was the guy in the gray? Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
That was all CGI.
Green? Did you say green?
I said green, gray, green.
You said green.
Yeah, I said green.
That's what confused me. It's gray, like dark gray.
Oh, okay, gray.
Yeah, and he was an asshole.
Yeah.
You just said the asshole guy.
But I mean, I thought
who was the other guy?
Oh god, I can't remember his name.
One in white.
The guy that he was the guy that created the Death Star.
What was his name? Oh man, it was like Kurgan or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, when Darth Vader choked him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who liked it?
Yeah.
He liked it. He was all smiling like, oh yeah.
Well, my favorite thing
was it felt great to be touched by the Lord.
I think that they made this one made Vader a badass villain again. Like it made you freak. Like I don't like.
He was like.
I don't want to get to that stuff yet. Yeah, I don't want to get to that stuff yet. Though.
It was like Jason or Freddy.
Yeah, that was like a horror scene. It was fucking brutal. But like, okay, there's the real quick some of the ones. The first like not cameo Easter eggs I guess is a better way to say it. Is like the blue milk right off at the beginning. When they're the little kids, they just zoom in on the blue milk and then just kind of pan away from it.
The blue what?
The blue milk. Because when you first see Luke having dinner with his aunt and uncle on Tatooine, they're drinking the blue milk, and like there's just kind of it was one of those things just thrown in there to
But that's what they did.
Yeah, no. And then there was
the guys in the cantina.
The cantina bar. Those are the ones I was going to bring up.
That got killed by Obi-Wan.
No, he didn't get killed. He just he cuts the arm off.
Oh, whatever.
But remember the walrus guy and the fucking like. I've got the death sentence on 4 galaxies. You'll be dead.
Yeah, the walrus guy with the bald chin.
Yeah,
those two. Ray, or not Ray. Fucking Jin bumps into him and he's like, "Hey, watch it." Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of accent that is though. That's like it's like a weird because he's
like a Mr. Potato Head accent.
It's not quite British, not quite.
It's like a gypsy accent.
It's like, "Hey, watch it. I've got the death sentence on 5 systems."
It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
You know what I'm talking about? You'll be dead. I'll try to be more careful. You'll be dead. And then fucking Obi-Wan comes in, cutting arms off and shit.
That was like the only time that there was like blood after they cut off.
Yeah. Who else? Again, the only ones the C-3PO and R2-D2 one felt for us when they're on. They're at the rebel base.
Yeah.
And like everyone's leaving, and it's like, where is everyone going? It's like, really?
Yeah.
They just like it's like ships leaving. Oh, Pat, R2-D2 and C-3PO are just standing over here for no fucking reason.
Yeah, there was no need for that.
Yeah, I mean, I get why they did it, but it was. I'm surprised no one cheered for that.
Oh. What?
I'm glad it wasn't a cheery theater. No one was cheering in that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not like that.
The one I went to, it was a cheery. It was a cheery theater.
Really? When?
Yeah.
You didn't come with us the first time, huh?
Yeah, the first time I went, it was opening night at in Brea.
Well, see, opening night's a little bit different because there's more emotion behind it. Like everyone's like excited. It's like, oh, you know.
No,
still.
Still.
Do you guys remember when 7 came out?
Like beginning when it starts, I'm cool with it, and then like at the end.
Yeah.
But like people see like, oh look at this R2-D2, everyone clap.
Yeah. It's a real milk! Ah, shit! Real milk!
Yeah.
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Like, I'd get like when you see Vader and he goes around,
clapping.
he goes in there fucking slashing everybody. You'd be like, oh fuck yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's
there's like certain parts where like it's cool to clap. And,
yeah.
Yeah, Vader was dope.
And like even in the movies, like they write it so like you have time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like
the crowd pop.
Clap here.
There was the one thing that bugged me about Vader was when they first show him walking towards, like, you know how they kind of zoom in on his chest and like as they zoom out, it's just his torso. You see his hips really well as he's walking in. Mm-hmm. He had way too much swish in his hips. Like he was like his hips were just going like he was runway straight.
He was doing the fucking the billionaire strut.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. But it was like
he was doing the billionaire
Vader's supposed to just do this like fucking just this almost glide march, but he had the hips fucking rolling.
He was doing
it was way distracting.
He was doing the Vinnie Mac billionaire.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
And one of the things to go back to the
one thing I noticed was on Vader was like you know how like he has the buttons on his chest or whatever.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 buttons on his chest in the movie.
Yeah.
In Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like I remember like there being like a bunch of red buttons and like
I feel like
almost like all the commanders have like those squares on their fucking
like those are his
all on his.
But it might be that he just might not have those buttons.
He doesn't need those fucking buttons. He's Darth Vader.
And what was cool too about it with Vader was the fact when they showed him all stumpy in the tube.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Well, he barely showed him.
Yeah, but it was still like enough of a cool. It was a throwback to Luke being in the tube.
Uh-huh.
In is it New Hope or is it the?
I don't.
No, it's Empire. It's Empire, but it's kind of because remember Luke after Empire, because at the end of Empire, remember he's all fucked up, his hands chopped off, and
right. But I don't think it was a throwback to that.
It might. Well, it was the same kind of tube.
It's because that's what they do.
Yeah,
fucking tubes.
I guess
it's the like.
But it was the whole thing. It was like that clamshell thing that Vader was in, and that thing opened up, and then there's Vader in the fucking tube.
That was my problem with Assassin's Creed 2. This is fucking Animus. There's no fucking little belt thing that goes around your stupid fucking waist, and you could dance while being Assassin's Creed.
I'm gonna get into Assassin's Creed. I saw it, and I'll get into that.
Yeah, it's from what we told you to begin with. It was gonna be a stupid movie.
No, I'll get into that.
You're not, by saying it's not a bad movie, you're just saying that because you paid for it.
No, you know what? And I'll get into that.
That is a shitty movie.
Let's get back into Rogue One real quick. So, like, fucking.
You're not just gonna change. You're not just gonna be like, oh, we don't heal people with tubes. Now we heal them with fucking anal thermometers,
anal probes. We heal you from the inside.
I was gonna say that.
Oh shit. Oh god. Like to me, I think that my favorite scenes were my favorite character is K2SO, right?
K2SO.
K2SO. He was fucking hilarious. Fucking Alan Tudyk fucking knocked that shit out of the park.
Who?
Alan Tudyk. He's
anybody could have fucking did the voice of that, and that would have been just as funny.
Nah, I don't think
it's a robot voice.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think he did a great job playing the character.
He's a robot voice. If anybody else would do it, it'd be the same shit.
He's a pilot from God, what is that fucking TV show? Serenity.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
It's Firefly.
I don't know what that is either.
Oh.
The movie's called Serenity. It's a ship. But he's a pilot from... He also did the voice of Hey Hey in Moana, which is a chicken that doesn't talk.
Yeah, he's very.
But he did a great job. I think he was fucking awesome as like just that character, like the way they had him, like
it's like that Schmeagol thing. Like,
and Anthony Serkis.
Yeah. Anthony Serkis is fucking awesome. He does all the fucking acting and shit.
It's not even as because that, I mean, like you could justify that, but still, that's still kind of like it's like performance enhancers.
Well, I mean, it's CGI.
But like, yeah, but still, that's justifiable because there was a lot more craft in that other than just the voice.
No, but like Alan Tudyk did all the motion mocap to it too.
Yeah, but it's just a robot.
Yeah, no, but still, I mean, look at
motion capture. It's a robot.
Yeah, anybody could be C-3PO.
I guess.
Fucking robot.
I don't know. I think to me, I think the voice makes it memorable.
Like
C-3PO. C-3PO just came back with a different voice all of a sudden. People would be pissed.
Yeah, sure, because fucking.
But he could just say it's a fucking robot.
Because it's done has already been done.
Yeah, but okay.
But K2 is a completely different character who's never been seen before.
If they would have changed it after the first movie, they would have been like, hey, that's a different character. It's kind of whatever. Shit happens.
You think so?
Yeah.
I guess.
Anybody could do it. It's not going to be like, oh, this movie's terrible now because fucking C-3PO's voice is fucking different.
You know, Anthony
Daniels. Don't get me wrong. I love that cat. I love that robot. That robot's
a great character, but anybody could have.
Okay.
Not anybody, but like a billion people could have did that.
What's funny is Anthony Daniels, the guy that plays C-3PO, he was talking to, I guess on set, he came to visit to see how things were going and everything. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh, he goes, so do they have you in the suit? He goes, no. He goes, oh, so you're doing the mocap. He goes, yeah. He goes, you dick, and he just fucking walks away. Because he was in the fucking even in 8 or 7, he was in the suit. He's in the suit.
Dumbass.
He's like, you dick, and he walks away. And then he goes, I guess later on in the red carpet, he's doing it in a playful way, but they're on the red carpet and they're having a conversation, and they go like, oh, how hard was it playing the robot in the episode? And he's like, oh, the mocap was fine, blah blah blah, and then fuck you, and just walks away from him. Fucking that Vader scene that at the end, like, cause Vader always
get into that.
No, now we.
Now when we talked about it, you didn't want to.
Well, I wanted to save it towards the end of the movie.
But when you bring it up, it's okay to freak you.
I wanted to save it towards when we got.
We didn't even talk about. We didn't even run fucking chronologically through this. Well, I was just talking about.
We just talked about Vader. We said K2 was cool. Oh, what about that end scene with Vader?
Yeah, my bad. Okay, well, what about you guys? What were your memorable scenes?
You cut us off when we were trying to talk about.
Well, I'm asking you, what is your memorable?
K2 shooting all the fucking clone troopers, defending the vault door.
Yeah, that almost brought a tear to my eye. That one almost choked me up.
Vader just killing everybody in the back of that fucking thing.
Those were the
back of that Cadillac.
Those two were the fucking what's his name? Diego Luna was a dick.
He was good in that. Though.
He was good though. He played it well. Yeah, the fucking Vader, man. Like he like you described it best. He's like fucking Jason or. Fucking...
I feel like they could have had anybody for Jen Erso. Like I feel like her character wasn't
Jen Erso.
Well, I feel like the main character wasn't like super.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think
important.
I think the way because
I don't think that there was any particular main character.
No, I think the way they wrote it.
Two.
I think
I guess she was.
She was supposed to be the main character because she
her family
from the very beginning was in the movie.
Yeah, I think the way it was written though was because they're all gonna die. They kind of like, okay, well here's enough just so you like these characters. Like you don't want to see them die. You know they're gonna die. We're not gonna go too deep into them because they're all gonna fucking die. But
yeah, to be honest, the only person like I felt sad about dying was the blind guy.
Yeah.
Was the blind guy K2 and the other Asian guy that
with the guns?
Yeah. The blind guy's friend.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with, and he's fucking just walking towards the fucking button. And then, like when he's walking all calm, and then when he gets to the button, he's like, he's just slapping around like. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, and those two, the way their interactions were always fucking hilarious. Because like the blind guys, what, Donnie, yeah. He's fucking awesome. He's a hell of a fucking like when he's doing the fucking staff and he's fucking up all the stormtroopers and shit. That was badass.
That staff was cool. It was a lightsaber.
but like without the kyber crystal.
Yeah.
And he just put a stick on it.
But then it turned into a fucking badass, like, fucking mounted crossbow thing.
No, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it was. Because when he goes, he fucking slams it down and unfolds it, and then he folds it back up and he has the staff again.
Oh, really? I didn't notice
Yeah,
that.
that was the staff.
I thought he had like that on his back or something.
No, that was the staff. He was a, what was it? Keeper of the,
Kyber crystals.
No, but there's
The Temple of Kyber.
No, it's a temple, it's a, fuck, I can't remember what it's called now. I can't remember what it's called.
Whatever, it was a Jedi temple
Yeah.
that had a bunch of kyber crystals.
Yeah, and then the whole place gets exploded. That was cool, too. Like, the way everything exploded, they didn't destroy the whole planet, it was just them testing.
Yeah, it wasn't just like an instantaneous explosion.
Single reactor.
Single reactor shots.
Yeah, just enough to destroy the cities. That.
You know what I didn't like?
What?
The need for Jimmy Smith in the movie.
Who's Jimmy Schmidt?
Leia's adoptive father.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was another cameo. That
Mr. Organa.
Yeah. That was just them throwing him in there like, hey, he was in the last one. You know? Or he was in the prequels.
He's been in all of them.
No, he's just in the prequels.
He's in every single one of them.
No, he was in the first. He wasn't in the originals at all.
But
he's in every single
No
one.
one knew who Leia's dad was in the originals.
But
he's in all of them.
yeah.
So is Samuel Jackson.
I wish it would have brought him in, like, even in a wheelchair or something. Because they got fucking, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker he's all fucking robot.
No, so Samuel Jackson is completely dead.
I don't
He's
think
completely dead.
they've actually...
He was electrocuted and thrown out a fucking window.
There's actually...
In a Sky City. Not just a regular city, a Sky City.
There's a clause in Samuel L. Jackson's contract saying that he can come back in any Star Wars movie. And fucking, who was it that said it? It wasn't Lucas. It was somebody else. It was like, there's someone that worked on it was like, yeah, there's no actual confirmation that he's dead. He might have survived. So we can bring him back at any fucking time.
Shut up. What is this, Game of Thrones rules? Fuck you.
Apparently.
You didn't see the blade go through his throat, so he's not dead.
Well, they live in the future. Like, you could just reanimate bodies.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Fucking, what's his name? Is like the fucking rebel Darth Vader.
Yeah, but still.
Fucking, what's his Saw
Mace Windu
Gerrera?
wasn't that great of a character, first of all.
No, yeah, I know. It was just cool seeing him in it. Fucking Saw Gerrera, though, he was cool. Like, the way he was pretty much Vader, but without the resources of the Empire. Well, think about it. He had robotic legs.
He lost his leg. No, that doesn't make him Vader.
No, well, he had robotic legs. He had the fucking breathing apparatus. He was all fucking pretty much cyborg shit, except for his fucking core. And then he was an extremist. Like, Darth Vader is a dark side extremist. That's why he became a fucking as high as he is. And this guy, the reason that the Rebel Empire, the Rebel forces were like, we can't fuck with you anymore because you're way too extreme. Like, he has his group of followers.
No, Darth Vader's just a Sith Lord.
Yeah, but he's still an extremist. He's an Empire, an extremist on the side of the Empire.
I don't know about that.
No,
you don't know.
Very different people.
I don't know. To me, I think they had similar vibes, and especially because he had the. Granted, he had to keep putting it up to his mouth every time he wanted to breathe, but you know. And then he had that crazy look, and Forrest Whitaker, he's good at playing that crazy-eyed look, just because he's already got the one eye all fucked up.
I don't like the way Forrest Whitaker talked.
Yeah,
that was like Cuban.
That was a weird choice.
Cuban B.
That was like. Yeah, that was a weird choice.
Like, he was trying to be, like, extravagant, but, like an extravagant
I think he was
person.
trying to be insane, though. I think that's kind of what it was. Like,
The Rock is going to be in the new Baywatch remake?
Yeah, it's going to be a comedy, apparently.
Well, aren't the originals comedies?
No, the original was a drama. It was like a fucking soap opera.
No, was it? It had to be funny. How could you not?
It was a soap opera.
How can that show not be funny?
I don't know about that, bro.
So then there was a Vader scene.
Like a satire.
The Vader scene was fucking just him slashing through fucking. It was the dudes in the big hats from A New Hope, and then like the way he just starts slashing, he fucking slams that one guy up against the ceiling with the Force.
Dude, Instagram is just like all booties, like just booties.
What's that?
Instagram is just all booties.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
like all booties. I'm not complaining.
Jen Selter.
I'm not complaining. Have you seen that Russian chick?
Which one?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like Barcanova or some shit.
I have no clue.
Burger.
Burger. And then I was surprised with the whole Leia scene. I like up until even to the point where they showed her from behind. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, they can end it right here. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they got some of the. And then she turned around. I was like, oh shit!
I don't know.
I thought that was fucking cool.
I felt like they didn't put enough work into Leia's face as much as they did into like Tarkin's.
Yeah, no, Tarkin. Well, I mean, because it was just that one quick. You know what I mean?
But still,
yeah,
like, that shit looked all.
Yeah, it did. She looked glowy.
She looked glowy.
She did look glowy. But then it was Leia, so they could make her glow. You know what I mean? But it's still, yeah. I still thought it was.
They kind of made her hot, try to make her hotter than she was in the.
Yeah, it was a nice touch though. Movies. It was a very nice touch. I thought it was fucking cool.
Bakharbieva.
That's her name.
Yeah.
And she's all booty.
Yeah, dude.
Just picturing her booty with the head now.
Well, she's like.
Legs.
She's like the real Chun-Li.
It's like head, neck, booty.
She's like the real Chun-Li.
Yeah. Yeah, her thighs are ridiculous.
She's like super pretty though.
But it's funny if you look at the old school Street Fighter 2, Chun-Li's thighs weren't that big. Like as a game,
Ryu and Ken weren't that fucking ripped.
Yeah, like, and then all of a sudden they're just like, and fucking her thighs are like
masses of muscle.
Good night.
She has like how many? She has like 1 million followers.
God damn. Actually, I said good night.
Even worse. Who the fuck said who? Good night.
It's a military thing.
Turn fucking Australia or what?
Good night.
Look at those legs.
Holy shit.
I don't usually like when they're super muscle, but I don't give a fuck.
Those are fucking insane. She could snap you like a twig.
She could just. There was fucking Joe Rogan was talking about her. Once I think. You know what? I seen it on here, like she had tagged it or whatever, and Joe Rogan's he's like, just think about the milking properties of that ass.
Joe Rogan, okay, check this out. Joe Rogan fucking posted. I don't know if you might have seen this already. A Siberian reality series, survival series called Game 2 Winter is going to allow rape, murder, and more.
Murder?
Rape and murder.
How do they do that?
It's gonna be it's a reality show in Russia where they take. It's a 9-month Siberian survival test. They're gonna take 30 males and 30 male and female contestants and drop them in a remote forest and let them survive for how many days did I say?
But they could kill each other.
9 months. They can kill each other. They can rape each other. They can fucking do what they got to do to survive. They're gonna give them what they call a panic button, saying, "Okay, this dude's actually about to kill me. You can fucking panic, but if you think you can fight back and maybe you kill this fucking guy, then you don't hit."
But what does this panic button do?
Let's see what the panic button does.
And how are they filming them?
Everything is allowed: fighting, alcohol, murder, rape, smoking, anything.
How are they filming them? Like a camera crew? Or is there
or just cameras?
No. There's gonna be 200 cameras dotted around the area that they're in. And then each person's going to be wearing a camera. The thing is, though, is they're saying that, okay, even though you're signing up and we're warning you that, you might be raped or killed while doing this, if you rape or kill somebody, the cops are going to come after you. It's not like, you're not just like, oh, free reign to fucking rape and kill because of your, you know what I mean? But you're going to be out in the night.
But we're not going to stop you if you want to rape or kill somebody.
Exactly, that's what they're saying.
Well, that's like any.
Yeah, no. I didn't see that part turn out. But apparently they're not. Well, because the thing is there's no camera crew. There's no one out there with them.
Yeah.
So like.
Okay, but let's say someone is trying to kill you and you hit the panic. But how long is it going to take for them to get to you?
Let's see.
Does everyone have a shock collar where, like, if you push the button, they can just electrocute the person
that's trying to kill you, or whatever?
It says those who get into danger or want out will have a panic button with a satellite connection. This will be very entertaining and educational. They don't say how long that. Like the panic button is just like a. That's all it does.
Oh, look at he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to die.
He gives up.
Oh, look at that. He died.
Oh, and this is the thing about the reality show though. It's not how much you're not going to win anything. You're actually paying $165,000 to take part.
Jesus. What? Why?
I have no idea.
Why don't you get paid?
Stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You could just go out into the woods and survive for 9 months. Why do you got to pay that much money?
Yeah, exactly. With that much money, you can fucking build the fucking kick-ass fucking.
Like, why don't we just go over there? Like, if we know where it's being filmed, can't we just go over there and participate? Like, hey, we're in this now.
All right, so you guys want me to get into Assassin's Creed or no?
What were we talking about? Oh, that fucking
Siberian show.
Yeah, can't you just go participate?
Yeah, I guess you could because there's no camera.
Stop you?
Yeah.
And like, you guys can't be here. Why not?
Yeah, that's true. Because there's no camera crew. Like I said, it's just going to be 200 cameras around the area. No, because it's the Siberian wilderness. There's no fucking...
Trespassing.
But why would you want to fucking be out in the Siberian wilderness?
This area. It's our picnic area.
So, you guys want to hear about Assassin's Creed or no?
Yeah. Not really. That movie probably sucks.
It wasn't... I wanted to like it...
rate it right off the bat? Let's hear your fucking... And I think you're going to still give it like a 6.
I was going to give it a 6.5.
You're terrible.
Let's give it a 6.5. It was okay.
You're terrible. Okay, so it's only 2 away from Star Wars.
Nah.
It's only 2 points away from Star Wars.
I'll give it a 5.
So it's only 3.5 points from Star Wars.
I'll give it a 5. The thing is, my biggest issue with the movie, is the fact that, okay...
Well, if you get 5 out of 10 on the test, that's an A.
I'll give it... Okay, well, if you're going to go by like a grade scale like that, I'd give it a C. It's an average fucking movie. You know? My biggest issue with it was...
Suicide Squad was an average movie.
I put this on par with Suicide Squad.
It was on par with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And wasn't as... You don't think Suicide Squad was better?
No. I'd give them about the same.
Alright.
To me, okay, because with this one, you're following Michael Fassbender's character in the real world. In modern times, he's
like the Desmond?
Yeah.
He's the Desmond.
He's the Desmond of this.
And he gets to dance around while this thing is on his way to his big ass machine.
Well, the biggest change with the Animus.
Why is that thing so big?
Because the whole thing it's a big projector. So the way it works is I guess
it's a big. That's so stupid.
Because
it's a big projector. Why don't you just think what's going on? Like you.
Well, it's a little bit of both. Because
like the Matrix.
You know how
they don't want it to be Matrixy.
I think so.
It's too much like the Matrix. They just sit there and they do karate.
I think the big thing about it was, because you know how in the games it's all about synchronization.
Yeah, like you gotta get 100% synchronization.
Well, in this one, the Animus is what holds him in and moves with him. Then he's got this thing and it's like stabbing into the back of his fucking skull, and that's feeding him. And then like these projectors are all around him. And the more when they show him in the real world, it's him. You can kind of see the ghosts around him. You can't really see what he's seeing, but you kind of see an after image of what he's seeing. But as he gets more synchronized with the machine, the pictures become clearer, and you can actually see what he's seeing in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like when he's climbing, like it's cool the way it works in the movie, because like you see him climbing a building, and all of a sudden they'll flash back to the real world, and he's climbing, but it's that arm lifting him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's moving him around. His body's actually doing all the shit that he's doing.
Yeah, but that's.
And he eventually breaks it.
It's still not that cool.
It works. I think.
I think that was just not a good idea at all.
The way they explain the blading.
What was the need for that?
I don't know. I think
what is the need for that?
I honestly, the only reason they modified it was like I think you said like it's because of the Matrix and the fact that why is he so skilled now? Because they have one scene. Because remember how they talk about the bleeding effect in the game where you're seeing the ghosts.
Yeah.
Even when he's not training. Well, in this one he keeps seeing that assassin. He did and that's what that kind of bugged me too, because like Desmond never saw fucking Ezio or Altair in front of him. He saw all the other people and he was living.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this one, like, he's looking in the mirror and fucking Aguilar is looking back at him and then fucking walks up and like goes like he's gonna stab him with the blade, and he like jumps back and they start fighting each other and shit. And, like that's how he started training, because that's how he learned how to fight. Like
fighting himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But I understand why they do little things like that to explain certain things in the game that they can explain in the game easier because they have more time to explain it. Or in the movies, like we got 5 fucking seconds to explain this.
What is there to explain? They go into the machine, they fucking live the past, and that's it. You live the past of your fucking ancestors. What is there to explain about that?
Okay, but like,
this machine goes into your genetic memory, and you just relive the past.
But the bleeding effect
and
was the whole thing. The bleeding effect part of
pasts.
it. The bleeding effect part of it is like, oh, you earn their skills by living that past. But if you're just laying in a chair, how are you getting the muscle mass? How are you getting the skills? How are you getting?
What do you need all that for?
Well, that's what part of the thing is like.
What do you need all that for?
Because in the real world,
they're doing that to fight the Templar. They need to find these artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you go in the Animus, to find fucking shit, to find out history, to find out fucking where these fucking ancient artifacts are.
Yeah.
To fight the Templars and fucking Minerva or whatever.
But a big part of the game and a big part of it's Abstergo didn't realize this is a side effect is we're making these assassins stronger by giving them these master assassin abilities. This guy was just a fucking average schmuck that happened to have an assassin lineage, but now he's trained as Ezio, Altair, and fucking Connor. He's a fucking beast.
So what?
But that's part of what the thing is because at the end of the movie,
because you're still fucking learning the techniques.
Yeah, but see the thing is
that's one of the things that I've been complaining about movies for so long. You don't need to explain why the world of this movie is like this. This is the world of the movie. But you don't have to fucking add little features in it to that only raises more questions. Like those, like in movies where there's those little moments where you're like, well, how the fuck? There's no way he could have survived that. You just let that go because it's a movie and you're just enjoying the movie. You don't be like, oh, no way he could have lived that. Well, of course not. It's a movie.
Yeah.
You don't need to explain why. You don't have to be like, oh, well, actually, this guy has a genetic fucking something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I get that. But, I mean, there are certain things, because they keep using these phrases because they're phrases in the game. So, like, for them, like, oh, the bleeding effect and the synchronizations, like, why the fuck does this matter? So these are their ways of putting game terminology into the fucking movie. You don't have to.
You could just be like, when they fucking walk them to the anime, they explain this shit to it.
They could,
you need to live it like this, so we figure out that unlocks more and more of the memory.
Yeah.
Synchronization. You don't have to bring out the dictionary and shit to show people what synchronization means.
Yeah.
They'll just really be like, oh, that's what that means in the movie.
My biggest thing though.
What was the other thing? The bleeding effect. That's in Inception. Same like people see in Inception.
Yeah,
but they know when you're living two fucking things that you couldn't confuse them.
But again, it's something.
You don't have to fucking come up with a whole
it's
obstacle in the movie to explain this thing.
But it's something that happened in the game. You know what I mean? So it's something they wanted to put in the movie.
But it's still stupid. You don't need to.
I don't think they should
adjust the storyline.
Yeah, I don't think they should have changed it the way they did.
You don't have to adjust anything to explain it. Just explain it.
Yeah. My biggest issue though with the movie was they're following his modern time counterpart. Mm-hmm. The only time you see the assassin is when he flashes, he gets in the Animus and he's there for 2 minutes in the movie maybe, but you're not really you don't know anything about this assassin other than he's in Spain and he's Spanish. That's it.
Yeah, it's really the other way around.
Yeah, you should know more about the assassin than you should about the character. You have these glimpses of him and you know who he is and you care about him enough where okay, I want him to get out of this fucked up situation.
Maybe not.
But you don't know anything about the
assassin? You don't know anything about the assassin.
All you know is his name, and he has a love interest that dies. That's it.
Yeah, but that makes sense. Because, okay, let's say you get an Animus, and then you're just going to go live your fucking great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa's life.
Yeah.
And just from a random spot. It's not like you're being born and living him as a kid to do blah, blah, blah.
No, yeah.
You're just picking off from, 26.
Yeah, which happens in the game.
And then you don't know.
That's not what we're saying. We're not saying you should be going through his entire fucking life.
No, I know.
But as you're going through the movie, you should be realizing that
there's a reason
you should be spending more time inside the assassin's world than fucking the actual person's world.
Oh yeah.
And that's
okay. That's what you mean. No, I thought you meant that.
90% of the movie is in.
But I could see not knowing the exact identity. Because if he's on a covert mission, the whole time he's not really.
But you don't even the only thing you know about
in the games, in 3 games, you don't really know that much about Desmond.
Yeah, other than
the fact that he has this lineage and
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point.
So
I could see that element though of not knowing who you're watching.
But see, at this point,
you know the era.
You know the era. But the thing is at this point, I didn't
know exactly
I didn't know who the assassin was. I gave no shits about the assassin because they didn't show him enough. The only time you ever see him is during combat and when his girlfriend dies, and that's it. You see him join the Brotherhood. You see him go on 2 missions, and then his girlfriend dies. He gets the apple, gives it to Christopher Columbus, and that's it. That's all you see of him. Like, that's it.
It's a saga movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're trying for, I guess, but...
It's not a good movie, man.
There was one minor element, it bugged the shit out of me. And, okay, so, do you guys remember Altair?
Mm-hmm.
He had the finger cut off, the ring finger?
Yeah.
And the reason he had the ring finger cut off was for the blade, right?
Right.
But then, when Ezio gets his hidden blade, they would just brand the finger because they didn't need to cut it off anymore because of fucking technological advances.
Uh-huh.
Well, this one, when fucking Aguilar gets his hidden blade, they cut off his finger on his left hand. Then he gets his hidden blade. But then they give him one for the right hand, and they don't cut off the finger. So it's like, what the fuck?
But they cut off also. But in the story, the finger was also like a leap of faith type thing.
Yeah, but
it was also like, oh, you got to just prove you're down. Like,
but that's why they changed it to branding. They would still because remember when Ezio he puts his hand out there and they act like they're going to cut it off and they just brand him.
Yeah, I remember that, but
and so you're still putting the leap of faith. You're still putting your finger like, okay,
I could see
they're going to cut my finger off, and then they just end up branding you like, oh shit, that fucking was terrifying.
So why did they cut the finger off?
In the Altair one was because that's where the blade would come out of.
No, I know that, but in the movie.
In the movie, because he had the one hidden blade, and I guess it was still the Altair style, so it came out right here. Like, so without this finger here, you couldn't, with the finger in the way, it would...
But either way, like, but it's here on your wrist, and if you lean back, it's just going to go straight up. It's not going to cut your fucking finger off.
Yeah, but remember...
I don't understand the difference.
Well, because, see, Altair...
I can see, okay...
But if
really, realistically, if you're gonna stab somebody with this, there needs to be some massive support here, or else it's gonna move around. So, okay, if you're gonna have a knife come through here, you need to have like a handle here, so you could grip.
And that's why they would cut that finger off.
And this finger's off, and you're gripping the handle, and it's got to be kind of dull right here.
But because if you watch this,
and then you like punch that.
Yeah, and if you watch the kills of Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed, when Altair killed with the hidden blade, he was throwing a punch.
Yeah.
And the fucking blade was coming through the finger.
He would do like.
But Ezio did the palm.
He would like.
Because they modified him so he can use the palm.
But either way, you can use. But I don't know, whatever.
But anyway, yeah. So that bugged me that they cut off one finger, but they didn't cut the other one, and he had two hidden blades. Mm-hmm. But the combat was amazing. The combat looked just like the fucking game. The leap of faith, the movement. When they were showing the assassin and he was moving around in the world.
How did they justify the leap of faith?
They're trying to escape because there's two hidden there's two leaps of faith in the game.
Where he goes back to the hay bale.
Well, no, I'm just saying. How do they justify him surviving?
He landed in water.
He lands in water in the first one, and you don't see how he lands in the second one, the first one. Because what happens is the first one he's trying to escape, and he's climbing up this tower to get away, and he's cornered. And there's only way for him to get away is he jumps off. And as he jumps off, the assassin jumps, and then I forget the character's name, the guy that fucking Fassbender's playing, hesitates. So it throws off the synchronization, and as he's falling, he starts having a seizure because he loses synchronization.
A seizure?
So he's like all like, and then it's funny because the arm he jumps and the arm has him, and all of a sudden he's just like flopping, and the arm's still holding him. So he's just like all flopping in the air and shit, and it puts him down. Like he's like, and for a week in the movie, he's in a wheelchair because he lost fucking feeling to his legs. And the second one, he's fully synchronized, and he does a jump, and he throws something at the water just before he hits the water, and it doesn't make the water. It breaks the surface, so it's not as hard. And he fucking.
That's not.
But and that's when he breaks. That's when he breaks the animus arm because he goes up in the animus arm, and all of a sudden and it just breaks.
In Triple X, fucking State of the Union with Ice Cube, and he's falling off the bridge into the water, and he shoots the fucking water with the shotgun.
Yeah, MythBusters proves that doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
But anyway, it's
it might help, right?
It might help. It might make it survivable. But that's when he breaks the animus arm, and then because the thing takes him all the way to the top of the thing, and he does the thing, and he's about halfway down when the arm breaks.
Yeah.
And it just seizes up and lets him go, and so he's falling, and he does a flip, and he fucking lands all. He does a superhero landing, and he just looks up, and you realize, okay, he's like the assassin now.
It's not a good movie. Man.
It was okay. It was good.
Sounds dumb.
It sounds like a B movie.
It was okay.
A B movie.
It was like I said. I put it on par. I give it
the Jerry Seinfeld movie.
I'll give it a 6. I give it a C+.
Like fucking Snakes on a Plane movie or whatever.
Nah, I give it a C+.
Snakes on a Plane was terrible. Did you watch Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah.
It wasn't good at all.
No. It was
like a 4.
It was just funny because Samuel L. Jackson says, "Get these motherfucking snakes off
the motherfucking plane."
Yeah, but see, you don't need to go to see the movie to see that because that was a trailer.
Oh, and speaking of Assassin's Creed,
you didn't even need to understand context for that.
Yeah, why are these snakes on this plane? Fuck if I know.
It's just funny. It's even better if you don't know the context because it's ridiculous. So once you know the context, it's like, well, yeah, now the Asian guys put him on the fucking.
Oh shit! Do you guys remember Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? The books?
No.
You never read those books?
You mean Goosebumps?
No, not Goosebumps. It was a book series called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
You mean Goosebumps?
No. These were actually legit terrifying stories. I remember reading these as a kid.
You mean...
How come we don't read the PS4 and Xbox numbers for Christmas? We don't have it.
I didn't get them this. I didn't see them.
Probably
but then again, Christmas just passed, like fucking 2 days ago.
Take a little while.
It might. But did you?
Who moved the most units?
I don't know.
Who moved
I think Xbox was this year.
I'll look it up.
Moved the most units.
They've been doing it for like the last 3 months.
4 months.
4 months.
But so neither of you guys remember those books? Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Nah, no,
because I keep calling them Goosebumps.
I remember the Berenstein Bears.
I didn't even know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, you don't know what the Berenstein
Bears. About that shit today.
Maybe if you see some of the art.
Some of the art.
No,
like the art from the books.
I guarantee you have not heard.
This was the cover of one of them.
Stupid
like it had these really fucked up like art. Do you remember these?
Oh yeah, I do.
You remember these books?
Yeah.
They were really fucked up, terrifying stories. And well, they're making them into. They're gonna make a movie series about them.
Pretty cool.
And they're all gonna be directed by Guillermo del Toro.
That's pretty cool. A movie like series?
The Goosebumps movie?
So there's gonna be a bunch of them.
Yeah. It might. It might not be like a bunch of movies. It might be like 3 or 4 stories in a movie. You know what I mean? Like how they do certain.
That would be dope on Netflix.
Is Jack Black gonna be the main character like the Goosebumps?
There's no main character.
If they did that on Netflix,
that would be fucking cool.
That would be pretty dope.
Technically, there's no main character in Goosebumps.
Yeah, you're right.
But they made Jack Black the main character.
But Goosebumps were like it's a novel. Like one book is a whole story. With these ones, it was like you ever heard the story about that girl? She's driving home at night, and there's a fucking there's
short story.
Yeah, there's a car behind her that keeps flashing its high beams at her, and like she's getting scared because she thinks it's trying to kill him. So she runs off the road and finally loses that car. Then she realizes there was someone behind her in the car the whole time, and that every time the guy behind her would flash the high beams, the guy in the backseat would hide. Mm-hmm. And now that she lost that guy that was following her, the guy in the backseat's gonna kill her. It's a bunch of stories like that, little short stories like that, but they were fucking terrifying.
Fucking terrifying, bro.
I think that's all I got right now. You guys got anything?
Skyrim.
What about it?
The game's badass.
Yep.
Why is it still so badass?
Oh,
did you try any of the mods?
No, I haven't. I've just been playing.
Yeah, you gotta sign up to Bethesda.
Yeah, I've just been lazy.
Yeah, I have too.
But I was thinking about doing some of the mods to make you could adjust the way the economy system works a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause why is food so invaluable? You go hunt deers and shit and you get their meat and it's like.
Here, I'll give you 10 coins.
Yeah, for a fucking big ass piece of venison chop. Some deer hides.
Yeah.
That should be more about a bear hide.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bear hide worth right now? That's worth a lot of money, bear hides.
Yeah, but there's more bears back then in Skyrim.
Yeah, but okay, but you don't have a gun. You don't have a gun to go shoot a bear. You need to fucking shoot it.
You need to chop it down with your goddamn sword.
You're a goddamn dragonborn fucking killing dragons. A bear shouldn't be shit to you. Boosie.
Yeah, but still, it should still be more valuable. Those bears are tough, dude.
Doesn't matter. You don't base price off of my abilities.
That's true. I'm not gonna go out there and kill that fucking bear.
I'm a specialist with special abilities, and you're a peasant.
Pay me my coin.
Yeah.
That's true. There's a lot. That's one of the things that bugs me about The Witcher too. You'll fucking kill a big ass bear. Or you'll have all this fucking...
I'll give you 200 gold for it.
Yeah, you have a bunch of all this fucking...
But you need 7,000 gold to buy this fucking potion.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, everything's so much more expensive.
The economy's all just fucked up.
Oh,
you need to upgrade your fucking
you can craft one for you can craft the best armor in the game with 5 blades of grass.
Yeah. I hate like what game was I playing? I think it was an Assassin's Creed game where I was like there was a costume I wanted to get. And it was like they had put crafting into where you had to hunt certain things and have certain animal hides. And like one of the things like to get this costume, one of them was like a white whale hide. And like there's like one white whale in the whole fucking game.
That was Black Flag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just like, fuck.
Was that like Moby Dick?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think that's what the reference they were going for was.
Moby Dick. Yeah. No.
So Skyrim.
Yeah, that's a good game. You should have got it. Should have bought it.
You did.
Yep.
It holds up, man. It still holds up. It's still like just as good as any game coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a dedicated fucking fan base. That's why people are still making mods for it. That's why people are still playing it.
It's a good
great game right now.
Like they should remake Metal Gear Solid 3.
I think that one's good. That one's going to be one of the iconic Final Fantasies.
15?
Yeah.
So what? 7, 10, and 15?
Yeah.
I think, at least to me, 7 is like...
Is it like Witcher?
Yeah, kind of.
It's more like Witcher.
It's like a basic. It's like a more basic. Like it's good for like newer people. It's hard to newer people to RPGs. It's good for, and then it's also got some little bit more advanced stuff as you get into it.
See, I think that's what made 7 so good though too. 7 was really good for beginners. Like you hadn't played an RPG. Here's a basic like, and then like you can get really deep into putting your characters, or like you can still
Yeah, or you can stay on the surface.
Too, man, like 15. Like I can't keep track of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but they can't just like this is
15. Like come on.
Yeah, I mean. But it's not like each...
Well, no.
None
15's
of the world's
alright, but there's like some ridiculous shit where they're like, alright, we got 10, 10, 2, 10, 3.
Yeah. Well, see, because the reason...
They got like 5 different Final Fantasy 13s.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, the reason they do that, though, is because each Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 1 through 15, none of those are related to each other.
Right.
But Final Fantasy 10, 10, 2, 10, 3, that's all the same universe.
Final Fantasy, like, just be like...
I don't know. I don't get it either, but
it's just like fucking Call of Duty and Battlefield. Like they're just war games. Like
just call it war games.
You don't need to fucking continue on. Like have 15. Like how many has there been? There's been a shitload, but you don't need to call it fucking Call of Duty 15.
Yeah, that's true. Like what do you think? Like how many Call of Duty games are there? The original Call of Duty.
There's almost 10.
Call of Duty 1, 2,
like 9.
1, 2, and 3. Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
Like 9 of them.
World at War.
World at War. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. 10. Ghosts.
Oh yeah, Ghosts.
Infinite Warfare. Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. So there's 13.
Yeah.
13. Call of Duty 13.
How come there hasn't been a good Star Wars game out in frickin' since Unleashed?
I don't know. You know what? Because I think with the games, they don't want to fuck with the storyline.
Unleashed was kind of like... It was a good game, but it's kind of like...
I wish they would make a movie
it's like
about
a
that.
little... It's a little haphazardly. It's like,
With Unleashed? Yeah,
like
here's a fuck the Han Solo movie. Make that.
They should make Unleashed.
Yeah, they should.
That was a fucking brilliant story.
The story was good, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, how come... But still, it was still kind of like of a half-assed... Like, it was just a quick little game. Like
yeah, it was like...
It
was meant to fill in gaps. And speaking of, real quick, to go back to Star Wars, the 30-year fucking plot hole gap was like the whole reason this movie was made.
Rogue One,
But the whole reason Rogue One was made was because why is the Death Star so easy to explode? It's because of this fucking guy.
Well, guys, it's because of this fucking guy. He did it on purpose. And then here's this fucking guy's daughter found the plans.
Yeah, it was a 30-year-old fucking plot hole. Phil.
Well, it's like maybe if.
But they did it brilliantly.
Like, what if Einstein built a bomb for fucking Hitler?
Yeah, like what if he stayed in Germany?
And then he was like, well, I gotta put a little booby trap in there.
Yeah. Well, and
like, I'm sure a lot of
it's got to be defective by
that's what happens
saliva.
with a billion scientists. Like, all the scientists do that. Like, the ones that get, like, forced to do fucked up
I've
shit.
said this before, and I'll say it again. Metal Gear did it first.
Shut the fuck
They
up.
didn't remake Metal Gear Solid 3.
Metal Gear 3. Sokolov, remember he was building the fucking tank for the Russians? Like, he built a fucking weakness. He built weak points into it.
Yeah.
And, like, they explained, like, aim for this part, aim for... Because fucking Sokolov built weak points into it because he knew they were going to make it without him, so it was like, fuck it, let me make it and make it weak. Alright.
Yeah, they probably got that from fucking Metal Gear Solid. What the fuck? That's serious. Where did Metal Gear Solid get it from?
I have no idea. They take a lot of stuff from movies too, though.
Yeah.
Like on that note, game over. No more questions.